What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Brick City Tonight. I am your host, MC Araya, and tonight we are joined by a very special guest. Her music is unlike anything you've ever heard of. She's got a very diverse background that is just, her music is just all these different genres amalgamated into one fucking thing. So please put your hands together for the one, the only, the very special Chelsea Ravenn. Get over there! Let's go!
Wow! What an introduction, sir. Thank you. Wow. Jeez. Hello. My name is Chelsea Ravenn. I've just been signed to Brick City Records, and I'm really excited because we got a lot of shit that's coming at you. It's gonna be dope. I can't wait to release it.
So, Chelsea, I want to first start off with basically I want to know what is your shtick, because I've listened to your music. I kind of I get kind of a, and correct me if I'm wrong, I get kind of like a Doja Cat kind of vibe and shit. Maybe that's completely off. So maybe a good way to start. I just want to know what is your how would you define your music? Because I feel like maybe that's impossible, because I feel like it might be undefinable. But how, if you could put your music into some genre or compartment, where would you put it?
Honesty, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say honesty twice?
Absolutely, you can. You can do whatever you want. You're Chelsea Ravenn.
Yeah, bitch. Am I allowed to cuss?
Of course you can.
All right, so I just like art that's real.
Yeah.
If you're not talking about something that's real, why the fuck are you talking?
Facts.
Exactly.
Fucking facts right there. Speaking the truth.
Go on. I grew up listening to hip hop, so
What
that's
artists?
just what I kind of gravitate towards.
Do you have anything specific?
My first person that I really was like, oh shit, it's mostly radio only, because I didn't have access to all that shit.
Sure.
But Missy Elliott,
Oh,
Sierra.
fuck yeah. Okay.
Keisha Cole.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said Alicia Keys, but yeah, Alicia Keys later in life. But when I was younger, I was really fucking with the other stuff.
That's fucking sick, dude. Okay.
Eminem, Dr. Dre, had a 50 Cent poster on the wall. My dad was like, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, 35-year-old man. You're like 10. Calm down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. You're getting into the.
Yeah.
So you think it was just a phase, and you're just getting in the hip hop phase kind of thing, or did he?
I just feel like, I'm a white girl trying to rap and shit, but I really love rap and I love writing.
Yeah.
And I just like to express myself that way.
Sure.
But yeah.
Where did that come from? Where do you at what point are you did you realize, obviously you were listening to hip hop and rap and you fucked with it, but at what point were you this is the shit that I want to do?
Actually, I was in 7th grade when I
7th
wrote
grade?
my first rap
Are you
ever.
fucking serious?
I am flexing. No, but yeah, this dude on Facebook was just showing me his rap, and it was cool, it was whatever, and I listened to it, and it was fucking trash.
Oh, shit.
So I just wrote a diss tape on a paper towel.
Yeah, okay.
And I was like, I just wrote it on a napkin. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a rapper one day. Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
And you released it?
No, I was in 7th grade. I didn't have any resources.
Damn.
My mom was fucking selling my food stamps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
Real poverty.
Yeah.
My parents were on heroin for forever, so I was not. I couldn't afford anything.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to get into that? Is that something you I'm curious, because that is something that when doing some research about you, you come from a place of poverty, of using, and I believe you mentioned you use music to kind of get over the trauma that you dealt with. Can you kind of explain a little bit more about how did you use music to get over the issues that you dealt with when you were younger, kind of thing?
It's not really my young life, you know. It was an escape from being hungry, or being awkward and weird. I've always been super weird. I did not have friends.
Sure.
Growing up, I had friends here and there in my neighborhood, but it was more like a family.
Yeah.
So we're still tight. At the Halloween party up this weekend, they're all gonna be there. That's my cousin Cecil, bitch. Whatever.
Hell yeah.
But trauma like inward, like relationship drama, my parents, the struggle writing and expressing it. It just feels good.
Yeah.
It's art.
It's like it allows you to kind of vent it, get it out there as a way to outlet your emotions, but also in a creative way. Is that kind of what it is? Yeah. No, I totally get that. I mean, it's great that you've kind of found, I don't know, would you say like it's a therapeutic way of dealing with these internal feelings?
Yeah, for sure. Any expression of art. I actually grew up drawing a lot, and then you gravitate towards different things. I actually started playing keyboard off of like a fucking little Walmart like $10 gift that my sister got for Christmas.
Oh, hell yeah. That's really
that
cool.
Linkin Park. Dun, 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 dun. This was my first song I ever learned, and then I was like, oh shit. My mom was like, I got that for your sister.
You can
I was
actually,
like, whatever.
You can actually, like, yeah, you find out you actually fucking kill it. You know, you can kill it at writing, and you can kill it at piano. I mean, like, it seems like you're a pretty renowned pianist. Like, people, like, that's what people are talking about, man.
They can talk
talking
all they want. I talk so much shit, but, like, I am not a pianist. I learned a couple classical songs. I'm not a sight reader. I don't flex.
Okay,
I used to
calling
teach music
you out.
theory.
That's what I was just gonna bring up.
I know.
Yeah, you taught music theory at Fort Hayes, bro. So what is all this?
Okay, so I was in a music program, and I like barely got into it, to be honest. I auditioned. The counselor was like, "You're not gonna get in." I walked in her office, and I was like, "I know this song by Chopin and Chopin."
Yeah.
And I learned it by ear, and she was like,
"That's impressive."
Yeah, she was like, "I just don't think you're gonna get in." And bless her soul, like her son was a pianist, and he died in some crazy traumatic thing. So she's just like, "You'll never be my son." You know what I mean?
God.
Like, I was like, all right, but yeah, like, I did the audition. I barely got in, and then I just ran with it. Like I was doing music all the time. I was staying late, just practicing. I got a keyboard donated to me by this. Shout out Music Loves Ohio. It's a foundation for people who need help to get like instruments. They help all kinds of schools, mostly like poor schools, get like saxophones, all kinds of drum sets, guitars even for some kids like
incredible.
who just cannot afford it, and it's fucking dope. I got a keyboard, so shout out, thank you, Matt Crumpton.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I was doing so well in the class. I sat in with my teacher who was taking a college level music theory class, and he just let me sit in, and I was doing good. I was hanging with these college fucking graduates at OSU, and I was like, damn, and he was like, you want a job?
No way.
Yeah, so he hired me to do it was like contracting, so I didn't make any fucking money, you know.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Columbus Public School, they can't afford shit. I was like, whatever, but it was super cool. I got to like really work with kids, and I was teaching them the basics.
The basics.
Basic piano scales.
Sure.
All that shit, basic.
But you got a job. You got a job because you impressed some dude at OSU. I mean, that's gotta mean something, man, right?
Yeah, for sure. I paved my way.
Absolutely. No, you did though. You did. I mean, fuck, dude. Like you know, your history, like what you kind of were dealing with growing up. You know, like you said, like the food stamps and all that. You know, I'm sure that was difficult. I'm sure that was hard. So the fact that you have been able to pull yourself up, not let that hold you back, not let that hold you down, and like make something like because we know how tough it is to make a living off of doing music. You know how tough it is to continue to do something creatively, even when you might feel like you're being held back from a financial standpoint. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I always feel like that, to be honest. I don't think it goes away, honestly. Like, you just learn to try to deal with it and get around it. But, like, I'm still hating.
Sure.
When I see little Johnny Smith down the street from Worthington, you know, like, I ain't judging. I'm like, go ahead, whatever. He had music lessons since he was, like, 5 or some shit. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But you can do anything you put your mind to, everybody. You can do it, so.
But I think that's... I mean, I agree, absolutely, but I think that you got to give yourself some more credit, man. I mean, like, a lot of people would have probably given up or maybe just been like, this ain't worth it. You know, what keeps you going? What keeps you motivated? What keeps the momentum kind of pushing you, I guess?
good question. Because sometimes I'm like, man, I just want to fucking quit. I hate this shit. I don't know how to use Logic. I'm tired of my computer always fucking up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just tired of this shit, this audio equipment, technology. But just, there are certain topics that just flood my veins and just piss me the fuck off. And then I'm just like, I'm writing about this. Because that's the only way I'm going to deal with it, other than watching a TED Talk. I love me a good TED Talk.
Oh, of course. Hell yeah.
But yeah, I'll watch like motivational speeches and shit. But really letting it out and making music, being able to put that together is just like, amen.
Absolutely. No, I fucking feel that. And honestly, like, yeah, kudos to you for sticking with it. I mean, your music is absolutely incredible. I want to kind of get into that a little bit. I love Not My Type. That is a banger. Like, holy shit, dude. I like, tell me about the process of making that song. Because I just, like, when I listen to that, I'm like, this is just a great pop song. Like, this is just something that I would put on. Like,
Thank you.
I would put that right.
Hey, hold up. This is my fan base. Is this my fan base right now?
No, for real. I put that shit right next to, like I put that in a playlist with Lizzo and like, oh, absolutely, dude. Like, that's the like, I'm like, when I hear it,
I
I'm
don't
like,
deserve that. What?
no, you do. 100%, man. I fucked with it so much. I want to know, like, the process. Like, what goes through your head when you make a song like that?
You know, I said before, my genre is really honesty, and sometimes that's just how I feel. But, like, I'm not writing about shit that didn't happen to me. Like, I have shit to talk about. You know, artists make it, and then their shit gets kind of lame because they don't have problems anymore.
Facts.
Like, I have problems, and I have to write about it.
Yeah.
I don't really write happy music, to be honest. But, yeah, like, I had an ex-boyfriend who, you know, we were both young. It was stupid, you know.
Of course.
Bad parenting. Bad communication skills. Fighting almost. Like, not like for real. He hit me.
Oh, shit.
But I swear to God, he was flexing at me, and I was like, bitch, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Good. Well, good for you for walking away from that.
Yeah, it's hard to walk away from shit, for real. I'm really not trying to talk shit. But, you know.
Nah. Honestly, fuck that shit, man.
Fuck that shit. Fuck him, for real.
Fuck him. Fuck you.
Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck you.
But yeah, I wrote that song. I actually wrote the verse of that song, which is like the little rappy Doja Cat part of the song.
I love that part. That's my favorite part.
Guess what?
What?
I wrote that when I was working at Target.
Really?
I had to do mask duty for a minute, and I'd be there like not paying attention, like, hey, welcome to Target. You know, I'm writing my verse like, fuck this store, fuck all this shit.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, get off your phone. I'm like, I'm not on my phone.
Dude, why are they trying to stop artistry from happening?
Fuck them. Who cares about the mask? I'm not trying to argue with all the Karens that walk into Target over a fucking mask. The fuck? And one time I did, and I was just like, this guy was like, I'm from out of town. And I was like, all right, it's just store policy. We're just trying to get people to wear a mask. It's COVID. It was like the mandated at the time. And he was like, I was like, what state you from, man? He was like, I'm from Chicago. And I was like, okay, that's a state. That's a state. All right. And I was like, all right, have a great day, man. Have a good night. Because I don't give a shit. No. I do not fucking give a shit.
Yeah.
Go steal half the shit. I don't care.
I know, like, a lot of artists have sat in here and they've been like, they talk about like their time working at like Lowe's or Chipotle. And it's funny how every single one of them writes during their shift.
Because you gotta get it out while it's hot. I don't know. You gotta get it off.
So you wrote that verse, those bars were written when you were dealing with Karens and shit in Target. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was still about my ex though. We didn't even break up yet, but I was just like, man, I'm writing this song, and that's what always happens. It's like I write this song, and then I realize, oh, these are my real emotions about this real situation. Yeah. I should probably do something about it.
Yeah,
and absolutely. I'm like, okay.
I like that it comes from a place deep inside. When you're writing it's like these are problems that you have to deal with and shit. And I don't know, it feels better knowing like that, like the artist is opening themselves up. You know, it's nice. Like I'm not gonna lie, like when I listened to it, I didn't know anything that if it was based off a true story or not. But I was just like, hey, this is a chill song. But now when I go back and listen to it, now I'm gonna be like, Oh, this is sick. This is another layer that is added to the music that like just makes it feel, I think, even better. So I think that's really, really cool. And I love the music video. The music video, I think, was such a cool idea. So it's like for people who don't know, it's basically it's like would you say, is it a birthday party or is it like a slumber
It's
party?
like a little birthday slumber party thing. Yeah.
And you're sitting at the table and you're surrounded by stuffed animals. And everyone's drinking tea and stuff, and then all of a sudden the stuffed animals start turning into people, and now it's like now it's like all these friends are together at this slumber party, and everyone's just having a good time partying it up. And I was like, this is cute as fuck, you know, this is cool.
Yeah,
what
fun.
like what was the idea behind like making that? Like, what did you?
It was like a whole fucking spiral of things, and then eventually what we settled on wasn't even the original idea. But we knew we wanted to have some type of birthday party or some type of like rainbows and shit around. And then that was actually shot in my apartment. Like I had to take all of my furniture down the hall to my boyfriend's apartment building. Yeah, it was just like, man. Hanging up sheets all over the walls, putting lights behind that, and like
the set deck was really well done. I thought, you know.
Yeah, it was a struggle. Party City.
Was that where you got everything?
Yeah.
Nice. So how involved were you with like the idea or the concept of it? Like, you know, because you said you knew that you wanted to be whose idea was it to have the stuffed animals and then replace the stuffed animals?
My friend, actually, she does like a little bit of shooting on the side too. Her name's Leslie. She was like, well, if we can't get actors, why don't we just use stuffed animals or something like that? And I was like, damn, like we just got together and brainstormed a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
She actually wasn't able to make it to the day of shooting and all that, but she definitely changed that whole video direction. So like, credit to you, girl. You hooked it up for real.
Shout out.
It turned out really cool. Yeah. And then we had people and stuffed animals, so it worked out for that type of thing.
Yeah, it was a really interesting concept for sure. It was something I hadn't seen before, and like for like music videos, like especially because like I think is that your only music video?
Yeah.
So
yeah, my first one. I funded it myself.
Yeah.
I am still recovering. Like I am broke as fuck. I will be honest.
Oh man, but but it paid off. I think honestly, like when I watched it, I was like, this is way better than a lot of the other music videos I've seen for your first music video, for just like kind of putting it out there. I thought you had a really interesting concept and story, and it was one of those where you watch it and you're like, oh, I get it. I get what you're trying to say, kind of thing. I definitely see you as an artist and not just someone who's doing this commercially, like just to make money. And I think I really respect that.
Which I am. Anybody, if you're hiring, I am. I'm so
of course. I mean, the money can't hurt.
Sure.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's the honest part, for real. Just trying to do it for real.
Okay, I want to ask a little bit about, because you're telling me that you started listening to hip hop and you started getting into rap music and stuff, and then you write a diss track in seventh grade. So like, where do we go from there? Like tell me, like, do you start off as a solo artist? Or are you what leads to the next step? You write a little diss track, in seventh grade, and do you just keep running with that? Like what?
Yeah, are you asking like the process or how I got where I'm at?
Yeah, how you got where you at, kind of thing. But like where it started, I guess. Like what was the next step after that seventh grade diss track that you wrote? Like where do you go from there?
I think, to be honest, I'm gonna say that a lot, to be honest. My mom really fucking loved music, and my dad loved music too. My mom's like classic rock 80s, and then my dad, she's like theater. She's like dramatic. And then my dad was like super into like hip hop and Dr. Dre and shit when he was younger. So like the combination somewhere in there. But really, I just like Disney music, let's be honest.
Oh, hell yeah. Do you have a favorite Disney song?
Any Disney princess song. Colors of the Wind, though.
Ooh.
I can't really even perform it because I cry. But I just cry about everything. But for real, that's probably how I got where I'm at, actually, is watching Disney movies.
Yeah. Okay.
Just loving music.
Just loving the musicals and stuff, yeah.
Being able to create music over the years and finally.
For sure. Yeah. Absolutely. No, that I see that, man. I mean, I love Dude, even like Moana, dude, in Kanto, that shit slaps, bro. Holy shit, dude.
I'm a hater. I didn't like Encanto. Like, if we're gonna talk
What
about it,
the
like,
fuck?
drip, 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 and I was like, ooh, ooh.
Dude, are you kidding me? You
it
don't
was
like the
mad
Bruno
cringe.
song? You don't like the
Bruno
Bruno?
was fire. That was the
Okay,
only song I was
okay.
really fucking with. And maybe that girl with the flowers. I was like, okay, but it wasn't Moana.
Oh, dude, you can't compare anything to Moana. Like, that shit was just,
I mean, but Lion King, though, hold on. If we're gonna do tears,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
that's that 90s era of Disney's untouchable, you know?
Untouchable.
You can't even compare, bro. Like, what do you think about the CGI remakes? You a fan?
I'm okay. It's alright.
It's alright. Okay.
Some
I'm surprised because a lot of people that are die-hard Disney fans, they usually are like fuck that, you know? Like I don't agree with that.
Lion King, I'm not watching it.
You ain't watching that.
I'm not watching that.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm not watching it.
So you start off as a solo artist, and then you end up in a band, right? You actually like you play for this group called the Ultraviolet Pilot. And tell me about that. How does that start up?
So I was just doing my own music.
Mm-hmm.
I actually used to perform in bars. I would play piano and sing.
Okay.
My own songs.
What was like the style? Was it similar to what you do now? Was it rap?
It was a little bit more Alicia Keys. I was on the piano a lot because it was just me. It was just me and piano, and I was singing, and I sucked at singing. I was not trained well. I recently have gotten lessons.
That's good.
But like, I wanted a band so that I didn't have to rely on the keyboard so much.
Nice.
And then I put a band together, Ultraviolet Pilot. We changed the name to the Mean Somethings.
Why did you guys change your name?
There was this guy, person maybe, I don't know if it was a guy or a girl actually, but they were a photographer on Instagram. They were like, hey, that's my name. And I was like, on Instagram? You don't have like LLC, Ultraviolet Pilot. I was like, whatever, we can change the name. I ain't even pressed about it, fuck it. But we did come up with like a lot of cool merch ideas for Ultraviolet Pilot.
It's a sick name.
Fucking space shit, dinosaurs. We were doing all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah.
And we didn't go through with any of it because we changed the name to the Mean Somethings. And then the band broke up.
Why did it break up? What happened?
It was more rock and like it just wasn't hip hop enough, and that's where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
I started getting into more like rapping as an adult. I did it as a kid and it was fun. I was just dissing people.
Yeah.
My raps were garbage as a child also. But I started getting into more rap, and then I was like, I had this dude named Lucas. I was like, man, how do you be like a good rapper? And he was like, you just do it. You just keep doing it until you're good. I don't know what to tell you. And then so I really was like, okay, I wrote a song called To All the Lucases of the World. And it was like, shout out to you, man. You fucking changed my whole mindset, actually, for real. Like, now I actually am comfortable with walking around and saying, yeah, I rap. I do rap, for real.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
me.
yeah, that's you.
I'm a rapper.
You?
Yeah.
You're the rapper?
Me.
Hell yeah, you are.
I like to rap, for real. And I like to sing. I've been taking singing lessons, and
so creative differences is
I'm
kind
just trying to
of
get strong in every direction.
I think that's good.
But it was creative differences.
Creative differences, you know, and that's good. You found like your passion. You want to roll in that direction. You know, hell yeah. So you're now you're solo. You start doing your own thing. You start writing raps. You're no longer with the Mean Somethings. By the way, is there any place like I could listen? Because I try to like listen to music about the Mean Somethings. There's nothing released. That's all just in the vault somewhere.
It's not even in the vault.
Damn.
I mean, there is some shit that I have that's like the only thing I have is an MP3 file that we left the click track on. You know what I mean? I'm never going to release this. And I was singing horribly. It's just garbage. I'm a better singer now, so I'll probably never release that shit.
So tell me about your first song. I want to hear like your solo, like Chelsea Ravenn. Like tell me about your first song, like the process of writing it and being comfortable to release this out into like the world to represent like who you are as an artist.
Honestly, I never have been uncomfortable.
Good.
To release music.
Good.
That was ready, I guess.
Yeah.
I released Steady Butterflies by myself after I quit my band. And I've acquired some members I have a band now. It's a live band. We're called Chelsea Ravenn, as conceited as that is. That laugh is contagious. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, put a smile on my face.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have released a bunch of music under Chelsea Ravenn.
Wait, why? So why did you add the N?
Because Yahoo said Chelsea Ravenn wasn't available, so I was like, oh, I have to put an extra in or something. I don't know. And then I was like, that's a rap name.
Do you know
that's
how
an artist name?
When I first started looking you up, it was like you have to spell it like exactly right. If you don't add the extra N, like it shows me like the character Chelsea from That's So Raven.
Yeah.
You know, the
exactly.
SEO. You know, that extra N adds so much to your SEO, man. Like.
Yep. Chelsea Ravenn is LLC though, so.
Really? You got an
2
LLC?
N's. Yeah, I'm trying to make money.
Congrats.
I got a business. I got a
Hell
bank
yeah.
account. I have to fucking do my taxes or some shit this year.
Damn.
I'm kind of nervous, so I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna get somebody, but I'm not playing.
That is sick,
I've been
man.
shit.
Dude, congrats. That's really impressive that you established a whole business and shit like that. So.
Yeah. I don't remember what we was talking about before all that. I took a left turn. I'm sorry.
No, you're totally good. I was just asking about your first song, like the process of releasing Steady Butterflies and all that, and just.
I write to chords.
Uh-huh.
I write vocals that affect me.
Yeah.
I think about things. Melody pops in. I sit at a piano. I write the chords. I mostly actually write the lyrics, and I know what the chords are in my head, and then I sit down at a piano, and then I make the music after that, and then I add it. But I mostly go to like a producer or like someone who actually knows how to use the software.
Sure.
And then I go and record a bunch of stuff there, and then put out a banger.
So how much would you say you rely on like your producer, your mixer to kind of carry the weight of your songwriting process?
As far as the songwriting process, like when I go in, the song is done.
It's done.
The song is done, but like I'm not a drummer.
Yeah.
I'm not a bass player. So like my bass line and my drum beat is whack.
Sure.
And we can go in and fix it, and I can notate it. I got all that music theory. I know how to write all the shit down on paper, but it's kind of corny. So you go in and like clean it up,
make it sound
fresh it up.
A little bit fresher, for sure.
For sure.
That's cool. That's cool. No, I like that. I like that it's all you. You know, I think it comes straight from the heart. Put it out there. You know.
I mean, it's not all me. You know. They're in there tuning my vocals. They got the nice mics. They got the booth. They know how to press the buttons. They press all the buttons. So.
But the writing process is mostly you. It sounds like.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's me.
Okay, so I'm curious. Now, like from what you've worked with in the past, like okay, so you have this kind of workflow where you write the song out and then you ship it off to a producer or whatever, or you have the people that you work with that will fix it up. Now you're working with Brick City Records. Now you got this whole team full of talented individuals who are not to say the people you worked with in the past weren't, but just now you got like this efficient, effective studio space now that you can work in. What are you looking forward to? Like what are you excited about? What are you
Honestly,
what are you thinking?
First of all, I already said I was broke, okay? Yeah. I'm looking forward to the free help. It's so nice, and I've been paying for it for a while, and it's really, it's painful on my wallet.
Yeah,
but, yeah, so it's nice to be able to have so many people doing individual things. I usually go to one guy, I pay him, he does the recording, he does the mixing, and then sometimes he does the mastering too. Yeah. So it's all one person. Right now with Brick City, there's like the producer, recording engineer, and then there's mixing team. That's not even happening yet. And I'm like, wait, you're not going to tune my vocals? I got to listen to this shit for 5 months? Are you kidding me? You're hurting my confidence. I can mostly sing it. I can mostly sing it too, but like,
Yeah, no, I get
it. So
it.
It's nice to have everyone being responsible for their own little thing. I haven't had that before, so that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
There's going to be like a music video. I was like, wow.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know a music video was included. That's pretty sick.
Fuck it, everybody.
Do all artists get a music video?
I think so.
Oh shit. Okay, do you know which song do you want to have a music video?
I'm not sure yet. It's in the works.
Okay.
Thinking about it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's really cool. I didn't know that was part of the gig. And you get to do the block party. You get to play at Halloween at OU. Isn't that insane, bro?
It's fucking crazy. I'm so excited. I'm nervous. I'm freaking out. Travis Scott just happened. I'm like,
yeah,
that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I ain't going there.
It's gonna be wild, man. How are you feeling about that?
Really excited. My band is fucking tight.
Good.
My bassist and my drummer are always locked in, and I love that.
Nice.
I love that.
Hell yeah.
And
That's important.
yeah, David and Cameron, they're dope. Super fucking dope. My bassist is like rock, like Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, hell yeah.
All that shit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Other rock bands. I don't listen to rock. So I don't really fucking know.
Queens of the Stone Age is a good.
Yeah.
I already have something in my head. Yeah, that's
yeah.
good.
And then my drummer is like churchy soul.
Oh.
So it's just like.
That's
man,
an interesting mix that you have.
It is, and it works because it's just they're locked in.
So are you performing new music for Saturday?
I will be performing some unreleased music.
Oh.
I have a surprise even
okay.
for the people.
Okay. Little surprise.
I'm gonna have my costume on. Obviously, it's a Halloween.
What's the costume? Is that a surprise? Is the costume a surprise?
Yeah, it's a surprise too.
It's all a surprise. What about? Are you playing Not My Type?
I will be playing Not My Type. You get to hear it live.
Hell yeah.
Some artists really live up to their lives.
Yeah.
They live up to the track.
Yeah. Oh,
I expect you to let me know if I lived up to my track or not.
I'm expecting nothing less than you're gonna do great. Like I feel like it's gonna live right up to the studio version. You know.
We use backing tracks, so it's all there. Nothing is missing. The drummer is playing a little extra, but it's all still in there.
I'm curious to see how you're gonna spit. You know, like I'm curious like how you're gonna
I'm gonna spit like this.
Oh.
Because that's how Doja spits.
Yes, yeah, there you go. I'm already picturing it. Yeah, I can see that going like being really fire and shit. You know.
It's super fun. I just like to have fun with it for real.
Good. That's what it is.
Goofy as hell. I don't give a shit.
That's what it should be. You know.
Exactly.
And I think it adds to the character too.
Exactly. Chelsea Ravenn and Chelsea Arthur. That's my real name.
Mm-hmm.
We are two different people.
Very different people. Yeah. So is this Chelsea Ravenn here right
I
now?
don't know. I'm still trying to decide. It's weird. I feel like I'm sitting on the fence right now.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. You kind of both. You know. You kind of play the line. Yeah.
Right. You're trying to get the behind the scenes.
But then also.
And I'm right here on camera also, so I'm trying to fake it. You know?
Yeah, for sure. No, I get it.
Because Chelsea Ravenn on stage is a little bit more dramatic. Yeah, bitch!
Sure.
I'm screaming. I'm fucking flipping off the crowd. I don't give a shit.
Hell yeah.
But I'm actually at work. They're like, who is this? You know, I showed them the music video, and I wasn't even crazy in the music video. I don't know what they're talking about.
you were.
I was chill.
You were
the whole
chilling,
time.
I felt.
And they were like, that's a different person. I'm like,
wow.
Well, obviously.
Wow.
But yeah, but like at work, I'm
you gotta
super
ham it up a little
quiet.
bit. You gotta ham it up, you know. Okay, I wanna ask a little bit about like the struggles you've had like pursuing music. Like if there's anything, like I know we talked a little bit about like why you keep going, but is there anything that's holding you back? I know you mentioned finances. Has there been anything else that I don't know, made you think twice about what you're doing?
Yes, every day. I don't actually have ADD or ADHD, but I probably have it. And I procrastinate like everybody else. You know, we all do.
We all do.
But like to an unacceptable amount sometimes. You feel me? Like
yeah, for sure. I get it.
It's hard, man. It's hard. Sometimes you're like, man, if I would have just practiced this one thing 10 years ago, I'd be fucking good at it by now. But then you never do, and then you get older and you're like, damn. I have been taking singing very seriously.
Good.
So that's something that I've been, as an adult with a job, you know, I don't have to rely on my parents.
That's good. Yeah.
I can actually make those changes. Before, the struggle was like not having the funds.
Not having the funds, having to rely on your parents for all that. So yeah, that's good that you can at least kind of like self-support yourself and all that. But now it comes down to just like being able to get past that barrier that might be like holding you back in a way, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes people get hung up on the grass is greener on the other side. Like, you look at people who are doing better than you, and you're like, man, I really wish I was on that level. And it's like, you don't see the behind the scenes. Like, they're putting in so much fucking work.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's the only thing really holding me back is I need to just put in more work.
Yeah.
People tell me every once in a while that love me. It's all love. They tell me, like, girl, you need to start doing something else. Extra. Work harder.
Well, that's why you're here, you know. And that's why you got your crazy hectic schedule with Brick City.
Dude,
you know?
I am available as fuck, and I'm tired.
Good.
I just want to go home and sleep. But
Good.
you know, I'm
Good.
trying to make the best with what I have, and I know everyone else's schedules are crazy too.
Absolutely.
So just trying to be fair,
Yeah,
work it out, and be available.
absolutely, man. And we're, you know, I think that you're already doing a lot of work. You're already putting a lot of effort in, and you know, you got this. You're probably making what, an EP or an album?
Yeah, I'm gonna put out 4 songs. They're all new.
Perfect.
My audience doesn't know them,
Mm-hmm.
so that'll be fun for the crowd.
That'll be fun.
Put it out there, and then we'll just start performing it.
Good.
So it'll be super fun. My band doesn't know them either.
Oh, really?
So once you get these demos, I'm gonna send it to them like homework, and we're gonna work it out in rehearsal.
That'll be fun. That'll be really fun. So this is something that you just made on your own. You're gonna show them. That's cool. Wow.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. I make the music, I bring it to them, and then, you know, we make changes as a team.
Sure.
We kind of spice it up.
But the meat is there. The skeleton is there.
The skeleton for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good analogy for sure.
Okay. Now, you know, is there like a favorite collaboration that you've had with your music? Anything?
I've done like a few different ones over the years that were really cool.
Yeah.
My friend Mel, he's a rapper too, but he is so fucking good.
Really?
He ain't even doing a whole lot. He doesn't release a whole lot, but he's actually working on a comic book. Shout out. It's like a 8 Mile themed comic book
cool.
about, he has a character called Crunchy Gum.
Nice.
And it's just like this rapper.
Nice.
He's getting shaken down by a T-Rex. It's like these different characters all look wild and crazy.
That's
but we did a song one time, and he was super dope. It never got released though, but I did.
Why didn't it get released?
It was just like, I wasn't happy with how the production part turned out, and I worked with somebody who was like trying to overcharge me for shit, and I was like,
that's
bro.
bullshit. That's bullshit.
And then he like put in a bunch of extra work and then tried to charge me. I'm like, all I wanted you to do was mix the vocals. I didn't ask you to make a beat and this and that. And I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna release this. Fuck this shit.
Oh, that kind of spoils the moment a little
It
bit. It
spoils it, bro. And if I do that song again, I will get Mel to re-rap his verse. So.
Nice, good. I'm looking forward to that. I want to hear that. It sounds really interesting. You know, I love the whole comic book thing that he's doing.
Yeah, it's
really
fucking.
sick.
It's gonna be lit. His Instagram is Crunchy Gum. Crunchy Gum.
Shout out Crunchy Gum.
Crunchy Gum.
Modern day
page.
B-Rabbit, right?
Another feature I did one time. This was like typical. You just show up, rap your verse, and you leave.
Oh wow.
And you like show up, write it, rap it.
Oh wow.
It was like the most impressive thing I've ever done. Like on the fly.
So there's no recording of that?
There is.
Oh.
You can listen to it. It's called Stretching the Truth.
Okay. Where can we find it?
It's on Spotify, Stretching the Truth by Ty614. He's a rapper in Columbus, East Side dude, and
hell yeah.
Yeah, hella auto-tune. I love it. I love auto-tune. Got a special place in my heart.
Yeah, so you're a fan of auto-tune? You think?
Yeah.
You know, some.
It's just fun. It spices it up, or smooths it out. I don't know.
Some people would say that it is like cheating.
It is if you suck. I don't suck though, so I don't care. I use it. I can do it without auto-tune. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I love that. Okay, what are some of your big goals? I want to get into goals and stuff.
Goals.
Yeah, like what do you want your end goal to be like with what you're doing right now as Chelsea Ravenn?
I just want to make money and not have to work for someone else.
Yeah.
I want to be my own artist. Megan Thee Stallion and Tech Nine are independent artists.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they've recently been signed. I doubt Tech Nine has, because he makes so much fucking money. All that money that he makes doing tours, people might not even know who I'm talking about, because he's kind of underground. He's older, old school dude. But all the money he makes, he puts all this work in, does all these tours, but he's keeping a lot of his money.
Yeah.
You know, that he makes. He's not on a label. I don't want to be on a label.
He's got his own masters. He's got all that shit on lock and stuff.
He does all his shit.
Yeah.
He has his own label, I think. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
awesome.
And then Megan Thee Stallion, she has her own fan base. She's built her own stuff up. She's not signed to a label.
Yeah.
So her decisions are her decisions.
And that's what you want too.
It's super cool. Yeah, I just want to have the control of my own stuff.
Yeah, you want to have total creative control, financial control. You don't want to be,
shelved. I don't want to be shelved by some stupid label.
Yeah.
It's shitty. So.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it definitely sounds like working with a label. It could be like risky, It's because at the end of the day, like a lot of it is business, So
yeah,
I can definitely see why going independent and just being able to be completely independent and autonomous would be preferable to you, So I think that's a great.
And it can be done. So that's why you don't need a label anymore. There's so many people that blow up on TikTok.
Exactly.
Just monetize your shit and you're good.
Do you have a TikTok?
I do. It's whack. I need someone to take over for real.
What do you
I
mean
need
it's
a
whack?
manager. It's just
What's whack about it?
all of it. I don't know. Actually, I don't make reels the way some people make them, and I'm like, that's where my envy kicks in, and I'm like, damn, I wish I knew how to make reels like that. But they're just basic ass videos in a basic ass house doing basic shit.
Sure.
They're just doing it for
Sure.
real. They're just putting the work in. So.
I mean, that's all it takes, man. Eventually, just like how you wrote your 7th grade diss, right? And then now you're making basically like Doja Cat equivalent like quality songs. I mean, I can see that happening with your TikTok. Absolutely, dude. That's literally as soon as I heard that, I was like, holy shit, dude! Like this is a banger. Like this is something I would put on in the car. Just
yeah, thank you.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I'm excited to hear these other songs because it's like
Fire. I'm gonna just give a little secret out for sure. It's about abortion. It's about fuck anybody trying to take credit for the shit I'm doing. It's about I got boundaries, so don't even try to test me because I'll 180 this bitch. And the other song is like super old. It was just like about being insecure.
Oh wow.
And like changing shit up and not being insecure anymore. So
I'm hyped.
that's all my shit.
Those
That's
are
actually me.
That's 4 amazing concepts right there. I'm really excited
I'm
to
super
listen to
excited,
this.
For sure. Yeah, like if you don't have an abortion degree, don't come around me, bitch.
I don't have an abortion degree.
No one does because it doesn't exist. But I don't care.
No, that's incredible. I love the ideas, the concepts. I'm excited to hear I'm excited to hear them. I'm excited to see what
Yeah.
like I think that's going to be really
It's
cool.
gonna be interesting for sure. I can't wait. It's gonna be dope.
I mean, and it's cool that you're willing to be vulnerable and you're willing to open yourself up and shit like that, Like, I don't know. I feel like for a lot of artists, they would rather hide behind a persona than just be straight up and honest about themselves. But it's cool that you're willing to be yourself,
Yeah. That's art.
Okay, so just a couple more questions. I do want to, on camera, I want to get you talking about the Roomba Cafe because that's a pretty hot spot in Columbus.
Yes.
And I want to hear like a little bit about like how you got involved with them, how that started, and.
I've been playing shows in Columbus for like probably 10 years now.
Mhm.
I'm kind of old. Y'all may not know this. I am 28.
So
Like my back hurts. You know what I mean? Like
guys
I'm
are
tired all
shit.
the time. I'm tired, and so I'm like trying to hang with the whippersnappers. But I've been playing music for a while in Columbus, just doing things here and there.
Yeah.
The Mean Some Things, we were playing a lot of shows before COVID, so it was easier to get on the shows.
Yeah.
But, you meet so many people and you get involved in the scene in Columbus and you just keep networking with other bands and then eventually you can get in on cool shows because you know somebody. That's really
The
how it is.
connections and shit.
If you're trying to get in and you're never going to a show, you're not going to get booked on a show.
Yeah.
If you don't go and hang out with somebody for a little
The
bit,
networking is essential.
it's essential.
Okay.
Like you have to build those relationships.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. And I was gonna say regarding your music, it's all gonna be on Spotify, Apple Music, all of it, all of the above.
Yep. Everything. All streaming services.
So I want to ask real quick before we end it. I know that in the past you talked a lot about like body positivity, and you talked a lot about like like overcoming those kind of I guess insecurities. I don't know if any of that's coming out in the new song or whatever, but
it's coming out right here.
It's
Actually,
coming out right here.
Before you even started talking, I was literally straighten myself up, fix your posture, look the right way, keep your fucking head straight. Don't be doing this. Don't be doing no double chin. You know.
Yeah, of course.
It's hard, man. Being a woman is some bullshit.
I was gonna say
it's hard.
It's tough.
But
you're held to some standards and shit, you know.
For sure, but like, Lizzo gets out there, shakes her fucking ass in a thong.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah.
Yeah, let me just fucking relax. Who fucking cares? Fuck y'all. Y'all don't even pay my bills.
Goddamn.
You can though.
Period.
Please. It's hard.
How did you come to like the mindset of like I don't give a fuck? You know, how do you go from caring so much to just turning all that off?
You kind of fake it till you make it. With the music video, I did a couple photo shoots when I first released Steady Butterflies, which was in 2020. And I hated it. I hated the way I looked. I hated what I was wearing. I didn't like my chin. I didn't like this. Like, this is my good side. Yeah. I didn't even like it at the time.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. After doing so many photo shoots, I had my friends like, just fucking do it. You're fine. Like, no one cares.
Yeah.
And really, they fucking don't. And if they do, fuck them. You know, like, why you care what I look like, bitch? Fuck you. But yeah, I'm just trying to be myself.
I love that message, and that's why I wanted to ask you about it. So I wanted to get you to talk about it because I think that's extremely I think that's extremely healthy. I think it's a great mentality to have to promote out to other people because I see you and selling out Madison Square Garden in the future one day and
that would be dope.
That would be sick. And then it's good that the future girls that look up to you, well, when they listen to your music, they'll be like, oh, hey, this person actually is promoting good messages and shit. I fuck with that. You know, good role model.
Not everyone can be Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
If you want to be like that, I don't personally. Good for her, but like, she's literally like a model.
Yeah.
That's on a magazine, like super skinny, super tall. And that's cool, but that's just not reality for everybody. So
yeah, and I think it's healthy to to want to promote the idea that this is just like normal. Not saying that Taylor's not normal, but that the standards of or the expectations of what someone should look like that.
Just the variety.
The variety,
out there.
yeah.
It's just there. So.
Exactly. So I think great message and all of that. I really appreciate that and all of that. Okay, any shout outs or special mentions that you want to give to the people to let the audience know what you're kind of doing right now?
Well, a shout out that I want to give would be to Nathan from Brick City Records. I asked his band to come play a show with me. He did, and then this happened. So I'm really thankful that I asked him because I just needed someone to play that show, and no one was hopping on the bill. And I was like, all right, fuck y'all. It's Saturday night. It's a good-ass day to play a gig. Anyways, so thank you for letting me be on Brick City Records. Thank you to all my mentors in life. R.I.P. Mr. J. I'm going to miss you. I do. Everybody else, though, that's helped me. So I love y'all.
That's awesome.
They just love me. And I love them.
That's all you can really ask for. Chelsea Ravenn with 2 N's. Can't forget that.
Don't forget.
Thank you so much for coming in and speaking to us today for the artist intros. Really appreciate everything that you had to say and giving your insight into your music. I think it really helps elevate. Again, the next time I'm gonna be listening, not my type. I'm gonna be like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, you be thinking of him too.
Ass, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah,
fuck that.
Exactly. So. Thank you so much.
For sure, man.
And I really look forward to hearing more of your music and shit,
Thank you, me too. I can't wait. It's going to be super fun.
It's going to be a good time.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you. Yeah. You take care, Chelsea. And you guys, thank you all so much for tuning in for this episode of Brick City Tonight. I am your host, MC Uriah.